So this is what I looked like after 3 years of working out consistently, and this is what I also looked like just 1.5 years later, still working out consistently, but just changing up my nutrition. So in just half the time period, I was able to see much more results by also changing up what I ate and not just trying to focus on working out only. And trust me, bro, I had all the ambition, I had all the energy to keep working out because after going through like a breakup and stuff, I had all this energy and I just wanted to focus on working out. And so I just neglected my nutrition because it was the one area where I didn't have control over because I had to eat what my mom made. But trust me, bro, when I tell you that this is the one thing that you're looking for in order to make that big change that you actually want, you can't just be focusing on the working out aspect. You have to be focusing on the fuel aspect. That's where most of the results are made from. And so I made this simple video. I'm just gonna be walking you through what I eat throughout the day and what's really changed for me and kind of like my thought process on why I eat these things throughout the day. And in case you're like a busy worker or like you have maybe two to three jobs, like you're not lazy, bro. Like you can do this. If you think like, oh man, I don't have time, you probably have time for other things, but for the one thing that matters the most, you probably convince yourself that you don't have time for because it's hard. But let me tell you, it's not hard, it's just simple, and people just don't want to do it because they don't see the ROI immediately. I'm going to be showing you me at work and just showing you how I make my macros or eat my macros, and I hope this really helps you because it really helped me when I was really struggling like 2 to 3 years ago. So before food, I always do my electrolytes first thing in the morning because after sleeping for 7 to 8 hours, you're already a little dehydrated. So water is important, but it's not going to do the job fully. So the sodium in the electrolytes is there to help you absorb and retain the water while also supporting muscle and nerve function. So it's just an easy way to start the day hydrated before I think about food or training. So this is the one that I use actually. It's not the one that's highest in sodium, but I prefer the lighter taste because the other ones I tried, they're not really, they do the job, they really wake you up, but it's just that it's really strong. So this one has only 55 milligrams of sodium, so I'll probably do like 2 scoops of this every single morning. So we're actually going to be meal prepping all 3 meals at the same time. So I'm going to be cooking my carbs first, which in this case is going to be eggs, potato, and turkey. So I have my air fryer, have my potato cooking inside. That way I can go to the stove and I can just cook my turkey and eggs. So I spray the pan and I put my turkey in there, and as my carbs are cooking, I also have my turkey cooking as well. Now 15 minutes later, my potatoes should be done, and this is actually when I have my next batch of potatoes, the same amount of potatoes, just another batch going to cook. So I have my first batch done for the breakfast, and then I have my next batch, and this is going to be for my second meal, which is going to go with my chicken breast. So now our potatoes are ready, and then our turkey is now just getting ready, and so we're going to put the turkey with the potatoes that are already done cooking. And then at this time we're going to start cooking our 2 eggs, which is really simple, should take like 3 minutes, and just slowly cook them and then put them also with the turkey and the potato. Then I personally sprinkle it with some parsley flakes and also some low calorie teriyaki sauce for the taste. Not too much because it has a lot of sodium, but this is pretty much the breakfast. The potatoes are good for carbs and potassium, the ground turkey for protein, and the eggs are for the healthy fats. And it's a small gesture, but I always make sure I thank God for allowing me to prepare this food in the comfort of my home. Alright, so now that we're done with the breakfast, now we have to meal prep our next 2 meals, which the first one's going to be chicken breast with potato, and the next one's going to be tilapia with rice. And the reason I chose these 2 is because not only is it high in protein, but I also want to make sure my vitamins are getting in check. So something like tilapia or salmon are really good sources of omega-3 fatty acids, which is good for brain function, heart health, and inflammation. And I don't know about everywhere else, but I've been in the calorie deficit, and this tilapia is only like 90 calories per fillet, and it has like 20 grams of proteins each. So it's really helpful. So as I cook these 2 proteins, I already have my potatoes ready. So all I have to do is just put my chicken breast on top, and then I just make some rice on the side, and then I put my tilapia right on top of the rice. And I should have mentioned this in the beginning, but make sure you buy a thermal or 2 because these are the only ways I've been able to make my meals and take them everywhere I go. Before the gym, I like to have something quick and carb. So you saw that I have the potato, the turkey, and the egg, but I also like to have a banana, and I like to have like something quick like a waffle, like a bagel or waffle. Oh my goodness, it's so hot in here. Like a bagel or waffle, it's really nice because it's quick in carbs. You can have the sugar just hit your glycogen storages immediately. Something like potato, it takes a little bit longer to digest, so I recommend having something like that like an hour before, right? Right now I'm in a rush, so I'm gonna get to the gym in like 20 minutes. I just ate like 15 minutes ago. So like something quick like a waffle, a banana, and I also like to start drinking my energy drink like about halfway during the car ride. The whole point of an energy drink is to give you energy beforehand. So I used to do this a lot. I would just drink it during the workout, which is not bad, but you're gonna see the effects later. So I like to start drinking it in the car, and then I finish it right at the gym, like, you know, towards the mid of my session. So something like that. But we need to go because I'm gonna be late if I don't hit the gym, and I'm gonna be late to work if I don't hit the gym right now, like in the next 10-15 minutes. So we're gonna head out right now. I'll see you at the gym. We're gonna hit a nice pool day. All right, we just finished a pool workout, so now we have our meal. Now, remember when I was cooking earlier, I made my meals beforehand so that I don't have to go home and then cook and then come back to work. I'm gonna go straight to work right after this, but right now we're gonna eat the tilapia. Sorry, I almost pronounced it like tilapia. It's tilapia. So we have tilapia and some rice right here, and it's really good for protein. Tilapia is really low calorie, so you can have really low calorie and high protein. Usually I would have like ground beef or chicken, but today I switched it up because I got some tilapia, and it's only 90 calories per fillet, and then it's like 20 grams of protein per fillet. So it's really, really good in protein. And then the white rice is great for the carbs, so you want to have some carb after the workout so that you can replenish those glycogen stores, and then the protein is going to be there to rebuild the muscle after you tear it in the gym. So the gym is a stimulus. This is where recovery happens, and also your sleep. So we're gonna have this right now before we go to work, and yeah, it's pretty much it for right now. So I'm on my 10-minute break, so I don't really have much time, but we have the final actual meal, and then we also have a protein bar from Bear Bells. Bear Bells, one of the best protein bars I've ever tried, bro, because these ones, so tasty, every flavor. Like, it's not like just one bad flavor. They're all good. It's just depending on whatever you're feeling. And then we have a chocolate milk right here, which is something I make room for. So I make sure I make a foundation of my meals. I put my main meals I have to put on my FitnessPal, and then I just make room for, like, you know, 600 calories, 500 calories. I make room for other things like a protein bar or a chocolate milk, because, you know, sometimes throughout the day I like to actually, let me open this real quick. Sometimes throughout the day, like, some stuff here and there, you know, I get a little impulsive, and I know I have room for it, so it's like fine at times, but I make sure that I have to get my main meals ready. So here's the chicken with the potato. We're gonna eat this right now, and hopefully under 10 minutes. I'll probably eat this later though, honestly. And then the chocolate milk I'll have right now. But yeah, basically that's what I have for my lunch break. And like you saw, I make this way before. I make all my meals at the same time, and I just put them in thermals. Like, this is what I'm telling you, bro. Getting a thermal is one of the best investments you can make. And you can take the food anywhere you want, and you can literally, you don't have to like go back home and then go out, go back home, go out. You can just cook everything at the same time. The potatoes, great carb source, great potassium source. The chicken, great protein source. And then these are just like little stuff for the cravings. So I'll see you back later. So as I finish my shift at work, I tend to get some cravings built up. So I make sure that when I get home, I don't have anything that's really tempting me, but just a low calorie snack like strawberries or watermelon. This is a great example of what I did the other day with some strawberry banana, and then I had a watermelon bowl as well. But honestly, this is a little too much for one night, so I would either choose one or the other, and that should exceed no more than like 150 calories. But I do hope you found something valuable in this video, and I appreciate you for watching.